Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Confessions of Yoga. I am Yoga. Today's episode is, as always, I have different special editions, and this one is the Pregnancy Chronicles. So if you've been watching either YouTube or if you've been on my Instagram, Ms. Adventures, you would know that I have a little one on the way. And with all this stuff in the background that you can see, this is all her stuff. So basically, because I have been going through so much over the last, goodness, I'm in month 5, about to start month 6 next Sunday, or this Sunday coming up. So I want to say because the first month and a half, I didn't even know. But before I ever get started, make sure you subscribe to Brown Eyes Yogini and follow me on my Instagram, Ms. Adventures, for more details and content related to Moto, yoga, and everything else in between. So let's get started. So basically, I'm gonna get you caught up on what's been going on for the first trimester, and I guess kind of into the second trimester. So just as a recap, the first trimester, that's what I'm gonna say. Oh my god, first trimester. Oh my god, well, the first month I didn't even know I was pregnant. Because of course they count the first 2 weeks as far as when your cycle starts and ends and all that fun jazz. That's the beginning of your first 2 weeks of your pregnancy. So I didn't even know I was pregnant. I was stressed with my job that I'm no longer at, just as a spoiler. I was a little stressed out because trying to get things together for work, and then usually at this particular company, they gave amazing bonuses. So I was like, we were already in, Mr. 20 West and I, we're already, had made a decision that we were going to move out west to Nevada. And so what I was going to do was use the bonus to pay for a couple of things, and then use the bulk of it to be our money for once we relocated. So I was kind of okay, hopefully this year, because we have a new president and everything, that we're gonna get what the traditional bonus has been in the past, give or take. And needless to say, I did get an amazing bonus before they decided to eliminate our whole department and had us reapply for a lot of amounts of positions, which I just wind up taking the severance and I called it a day, because at that point I was like, well, I already have my bonus. I'll take the severance that they were going to be supplying to us, and then whatever additional funds from there, my 401 and things of that nature. So amongst all of that, I have now found out the week of that I was let go or informed that our jobs were being terminated. I found out that week earlier on a Monday or on a Tuesday, that yes, I am indeed pregnant after 3 pregnancy tests. And then by that Friday I was let go. So Mr. 20, Tevo, he was like, you know what, let's just go. Maybe this is a sign. At this point, I had already completed my dissertation, and it was defended and now published, and I was ready to be graduating in May. But during all of that, as far as the pregnancy itself, trimester 1 was a doozy. I've always wanted to be a mom, and I guess everything happens when it's supposed to. So We wind up getting pregnant, technically, I guess, in February. And then, needless to say, I had just now purchased a vehicle in that same time frame, which I didn't even know that I was pregnant. So I love my car, Siren. It is a 5.0 GT Mustang. Had I known that I was pregnant, I probably would not have purchased a vehicle at this time because of everything that was going on. But as I say, you can't predict the future as far as knowing that you're now with a child, you now have a layoff up and coming, that we're now moving our time frame up from August to April to relocate. And currently, if you fast forward, I am still unemployed. So because we are still in the midst of a pandemic, there's some things that's going on health-wise, and it's causing difficulty to find employment, and especially with my background. I'm a social worker, but I'm not licensed at the moment, and I just completed my doctorate in education, but it's kind of hard trying to find employment with everything going on. The economy is trying to regain itself and everything, but it's still hard because people are not wanting to necessarily work in the public at the moment. They still wanting to work from home, so it's kind of hard trying to find work. But backtrack, with the pregnancy, trimester 1 was a doozy. When I tell you I was sick basically the entire trimester, nausea with morning sickness the entire day, not just during the morning, the entire day. I didn't necessarily vomit and things of that nature, but I did at least twice, and I was like, oh my God. And so in the midst of all of that, tiredness, fatigue of not wanting to eat, like Tevo had to make sure that I was eating, having Gatorade and things of that nature just to keep my electrolytes and everything in place. So, and then in the midst of trimester 1, we relocated from Atlanta to Las Vegas, and holy crap, we drove 4 days. So 3.5 technically, or 3.25. We left on a Sunday on Easter, and day 1, it was just craziness. I have a video coming up of our trip from Atlanta to Vegas, but in the meantime, you could definitely check out Mr. 20 West, his YouTube channel. Follow him, and the link should be up at the top as far as one of the cards. So, so during that 4 days, the first day it was rain, and we basically was driving through a like tornado area, and we didn't even know until we saw a part of the sky like that looked like we're somewhat in the eye. Day 2, we drove, I think, just 2 states, or a state and a half, and then when we left out of Texas at Albuquerque, it totally snowed because we're in a panhandle. Then we drove the next part, day 3, and day 3, woof, I've already told you I was sick. So like driving through that with going through the Grand Canyon, I couldn't do it. So I had to like lay down in the truck and just close my eyes because of the elevation, the truck, not having like shocks like a normal vehicle, and then going up and down. Like I was so sick, I couldn't do it. So I wouldn't recommend doing a low distance trip, especially your first trimester. But needless to say, a lot of people were saying that, oh, it's a boy, it's a girl, I don't know. I was team girl, T was team boy, and if you've checked out the gender reveal video, you would know what the sex is. I think I might have said it earlier in the video, but or you can kind of tell with some of the stuff. No, there's nothing there you can see. But yeah, you have the old wives' tale that if you're really sick, then it's possibly a girl, or because you're sitting low, like, I don't know. They were saying it was a boy, so those are different things. But trimester 1 was a doozy. Finally made it to trimester 2 in May. when we announced on Mother's Day, because that was literally the day of trimester 2, and we had so much love and support from our family and friends that didn't know. And trimester 2 for the most part has definitely been much helpful. Like, I still have to eat something before I brush my teeth, because when I brush my teeth, just being sensitive, brushing teeth, tongue, gums, I get really nauseated real quick. And then the next thing, I'm now upchucking the stuff from the night before, or dry heaving. And yeah, that's no fun. So I've learned different techniques as far as with the pregnancy of what to do, what not to do. Body pains, oh my God. Because trimester 2, you're really starting to like stretch and things of that nature. So round ligaments, because you get prepared for the childbirth. And like, I had a lot of abdominal, like I guess lower pain here, and then in the hips. And somehow the left side, definitely one of the ligaments, it overstretched or whatever. So I'm still in pain from that, and the doctor has informed me that I will be continuing to be in pain until the end of this pregnancy. So I'm like, oh joy. So basically, trimester 2 has been good, but then I'm not nauseated and those things, but now I'm having more body issues as far as like the pain and things of that nature. Body identification, as far as like, I am enjoying being pregnant, but then well, two things. Rewind before, I'm trying to see, I think I was in trimester 2. I had just started trimester 2, and I went to a baby store, and I totally like freaked out or whatever. I had like this major anxiety, and I wanted to not know the sex until the day of delivery, but like knowing that postpartum depression and depression during pregnancy is something that is real. I didn't want to, if I was teen girl and then I had a boy, not saying the entire time I've always been praying, make sure I wanted a healthy and safe pregnancy, full-term pregnancy. But I probably would have been a little disappointed if I had a boy or a girl, because like, who knows? I don't know. But just to kind of alleviate that stress, I did wind up finding out the sex, and the cousins that we lived with, Danny, check her out, her YouTube channel. She was the one that had the envelope and then pretty much created a gender reveal for us. So that helped in that regard, so that I can kind of prepare myself mentally as far as what was going on during pregnancy, with the birth and everything. And that's another thing. Ooh, they talk about pregnancy brain. It's a real thing. It's totally a real thing. I'll be talking the next time, like, what was I talking about? So I don't know. So you have that, and then and I said this because I totally forgot what was the other thing I wanted to mention, other than so body identification. So during our wedding celebration, which was not this past weekend but the weekend before, special love and shout out to everyone that was able to physically attend and that virtually attended our wedding. We had an amazing time during our 4 days, but on day 1, we did go to the casino. I was of course in a mask, and that's the only way. Nope. Technically, you're supposed to be wearing a mask at the casino, but then folks were still doing their own thing or whatever. But now they definitely enforce that you have to have a mask on. But I was wearing a mask regardless anyway. So I had a mask on, and then I wanted to take a couple of cute photos and whatnot. And then I would see my little bump, and I'm like, why is baby keep trying to get in my photo? So I had like, I I guess kind of like a body, I can't think of the word at the moment, but basically not realize, like, you know, you celebrate that, oh, you got a bump and things of that nature, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I was just kind of having some issues. And then Danny again informed me as far as, like, you want the truth or you want the basically like sugarcoat. I like, no, you already know I like the truth. So she informed me as far as, you know, everyone that, you know, that goes through pregnancy, they kind of have those issues as far as like, oh my God, my body is changing, I'm not used to this, and things of that nature. So definitely took that to heart, and now I'm just like, you know what, because baby was definitely the star of the show of the wedding. I had my form-fitted dress on, you could definitely see the bump, and I was like, they are here, large and in charge. But it's just a lot of different things that you don't necessarily know or informed as far as being pregnant, as far as you see different things on social media, like, oh my God, they look like they're having such a easy pregnancy and things of that nature. But social media basically paints a picture. They inform you of what this is what I want you to see, not giving you like the background and the highlights or they're giving you the highlights of what they want you to see, not letting you know as far as like maybe they're having a horrible pregnancy, but these are the times. I don't know if you hear, but dirt bike, that's all you hear going down the streets. Dirt bikes, motorcycles, and very powerful muscle cars. But just, I don't know, I wish, knowing that pregnancy is not something that's like some walk down the park. I don't really know how to explain it. It's not, like I said, it's not like a walk down the park and it's just, oh my God, it's unicorns and rainbows of my pregnancy. It's not. It's not. It has its ups, its downs. It has your, oh my God, this is wonderful. Oh my God, can I do this? This is craziness. And yeah, I'm enjoying my pregnancy right now. As I said, I am about to enter to month 6 on Sunday. And then that would then be wrapping up trimester 2. So basically moving forward for the next 6, 7, 8, 9. So the next 4 months, basically, I'll do kind of like a video to just chronicle what has gone on in that previous month, ups and downs. In the next month, what is this, July? So nothing major going on in July, other than just continuous appointments. And because of my age, I have to take a lot of different tests, which those are done and everything is going well with baby. And because my placenta is in the front, which is anterior, different highlights of things like between 18 and 22 weeks, you would start feeling baby kick and all that stuff, or little flutters. I think I'm finally starting to get there because I'm now on week 22. But yeah, I'm enjoying the pregnancy regardless of all the things that goes on, and I'm excited to see how everything plays out at the end. So thank you as always for watching another episode of Confession of Yoga. Stay tuned for the next episode. I have many more videos outside of the special edition of Pregnancy Chronicles. I have footage on footage on footage that I need to edit and start posting. So stay tuned for that. As always, subscribe to Brown Eyes Yogini. Follow me on my Instagram as Adventures. And until next time, love, light, positive vibes, everyone. I'm out.